from the sentence which they shall show thee, to the right hand nor to the left. You got to do exactly what they tell you to do. In other words, say, see, it says, and the man that will do presumptuously and will not hearken unto the priest that standeth to minister there before the Most High thy power, or unto the judge, even that man shall die. And thou shalt put away the evil from Israel. And all the people shall hear, they're going to hear what happened, and fear, and be afraid, be scared. And do no more presumptuously. See, that's the Most High not with that. Look at Hebrews. So not with that, brothers and sisters. You gotta look at what's right and do what's right. You know what's right, do what's wrong, then Hebrews 10:26. That's presumptuous sin, presumptuously sinning. It says, for if we sin willfully, presumptuously, after that we have received the knowledge of the truth, there remaineth no more sacrifice for sins. Mashiach Shai not going to the Most High on your behalf to give you mercy and grace. Now you got to deal with the Most High. And you know, them angels on the left side always going to the Most High in his ear about everything negative that they can. And his eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun anyway. He see everything. He holding all the secrets of men. You know, they ain't got to tell him nothing. He already know everything. Say, but a certain fearful, here go that fear again. Being afraid, being scared, looking for of judgment and fiery indignation. Fiery indignation, which shall devour the adversaries. See? Going to devour the enemies of the Most High and Mashiach Yahushua. He that despised Moses' law died without mercy under 2 or 3 witnesses. What we've been going over. See that? Where's it at? Right here in the New Testament. Of how much sore punishment suppose ye shall he be thought worthy, who have trodden underfoot the Son of the Most High, and have counted the blood of the covenant wherewith he was sanctified an unholy thing, and have done despite unto the Spirit of grace. See, come on. He died that we could have mercy and grace. You just going to insult him? You're going to insult the grace that he gave us behind his precious blood being shed for the 12 tribes of Israel? But we know him that have said, vengeance is mine. Vengeance belonging unto me. Vengeance is mine. He said, vengeance belong unto me, and I will recompense. I'm going to get you. Said the Most High. And again, the Most High shall judge his people. It would say it is a fearful thing to fall into the hand of the living power. So don't get it twisted. Just like he telling us here in the old, you run to the new. Fearful thing, because what he going to do? He said, I will melt you. But see, people don't want to be afraid of the Most High. They ain't scared of the Most High. Do whatever you want to do. Keep doing it. And see, when he jack you up, then you want to call him. He's going to laugh and mock you. But you're going to cry to him and say, hey, I ain't hearing you. You better seek him while he's near. Verse 17. Chapter 17 of Deuteronomy, the 13th verse. And all the people shall hear and fear, and do no more presumptuously. That's willful sin. He told you what to do. gave you the instructions. You know, and you do what's wrong. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Deuteronomy 17 and 14. When thou art come unto the land which the Most High thy power giveth thee, and shall possess it, and shall dwell therein, and shall say, I will set a king over me, like as all the nations that are about me. I'm going to set a king over me, like all the nations that are about me. Thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, whom the Most High thy power shall choose, one from among thy brethren. So you can't be set no one over you except for one that is an Israelite. One from among thy brethren shalt thou set king over thee. Thou mayest not set a stranger over thee, which is not thy brother. We can't set a stranger over us that's not an Israelite. But he shall not multiply horses to himself, nor cause the people to return to Egypt, to the end that he should multiply horses. For as much as the Most High have said unto you, ye shall henceforth return no more that way. Don't go back to Egypt. You're not supposed to go back that way, he said. Just follow me, the Most High said. Keep my covenant. All you need is me. But we're going to look at everything else besides the Most High and follow everything under this heaven besides the Most High. Unto this day. Why is it so hard for us? Talk to me, Most High. Proverbs 3 and 1. You say, my son, forget not my law, but let thine heart, which is your mind, keep my commandments. For length of days, to live a long time, and long life, and peace shall they add to thee. It's going to add these things to you in keeping his commandments. But we refuse to do that. We want to follow some other way. Just because all the time, when you see we deal with because the Most High saying put them to death. Well, sometimes the Most High will take you away from what it is that's coming too. So you don't have to be involved with it. Like Ezra was crying, woe was me, who would deliver me in those days? He already told him he's gonna rest. He's not gonna be having to deal with all the things that in these last days he was told in prophecy. But see, most I speak once, say twice, man, what? Perceive it not. He didn't hear him. He looking at all the things that's going on. He knew about regeneration, reincarnation, else he would have said it. But he already told that. I already told him. Angel had already told him, look, you're going to rest. You're not going to be here for these times, these last days. Like Daniel, he's not going to be here. But look at Isaiah 57:1. That's why it's very important to be as righteous as you can while you have in these mortal bodies, while we're in these mortal bodies. It says, Isaiah 57:1 says, the righteous perishes. The righteous perish. Meaning they die. And no man layeth it to heart. No man really, laying in his mind. And merciful men are taken away. Those that have mercy on brothers and sisters, they're taken away. None considering that the righteous is taken away from the evil to come. Who consider that? Most people say, oh, he was wicked, he dead, Most High killed him, just that and the third. But it tells you that the righteous, a lot of times, is taken away from the evil to come. So they have to deal with all the evil that's getting ready to come on this earth. The mass destruction of people. The famine. The great tribulation. He shall enter into peace. They shall rest in their beds, each one walking in his uprightness, living by the standards, the rules and regulations of the Most High that he gave us. We should be able to look at this and looking at these laws and say, wow, I don't want to be like that. What about Deuteronomy 17? Verse 16. But he shall not multiply horses to himself, nor cause the people to return to Egypt, to the end that he should multiply horses. For as much as the Most High have said unto you, ye shall henceforth return no more that way. Don't go back to Egypt in the mind set of our captors, the Egyptians, or the ones that oppress us and have us in captivity. So don't go back that way. Don't do it. But what Israel do? Exactly what the Most High said don't do. It's like right now, a lot of you depending on the government or Pharaoh to lead you in a way that's going to help you. Go to Isaiah 30. Verse 1. Woe, destruction to the rebellious children, said the Most High. Talk about us. That take counsel, they take counsel, but not of me. They ain't trying to hear this. There's only a few people that it could be. I don't know if they really, giving the views that's, I know they did, they don't, so I can only imagine. But, they ain't take counsel, but not of Most High, because I know straight up. This is coming straight from the Most High. His word. Majority of what I give on the internet that people can look at. Say, woe, destruction. Woe be destruction to the rebellious children. Said the Most High. That take counsel. They taking counsel. But not of me. They ain't looking at what the word of the Most High is saying. Anybody could ask, well, how the Most High feel about this? How the Most High feel about that? No, everybody already got their own vain opinion of how they roll, how they gonna roll. Then when the Most High jack your butt up, then you're gonna be looking around looking stupid, trying to find him. He say, you better seek him while he could be found. You could be found now through his counsel and his word. Woe to rebellious children, said the Most High, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit. It ain't the spirit of the Most High, it's the spirit of the world. You at war with the Most High, and you the enemy of the Most High. That they may add sin to sin. That's what you do in the world. You adding sin to sin. and you think the Most High ain't gonna deal with you. He gonna get you. He say, I'm gonna melt you. Gonna be a whole lot of people going out. Say that walk to go down into Egypt. Remember, say don't go back to Egypt. You get a king, don't let him send you back to Egypt. That mindset, where the walk to go back to Egypt, and have not asked on my mouth, ain't asked how the Most High feel about whatever it is you're trying to do. You just going on your own vain opinion. And have not asked on my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh. You want to strengthen yourself in the strength of whatever country that you are scattered in. Yasharallah, Israel. And to trust in the shadow of Egypt. You want to trust in the shadow of Egypt? The shadow of your captors? Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame. You want to trust in the government, you want to trust in this, that, and the third, whatever, going to be your shame. And the trust in the shadow of Egypt, your confusion. You're going to be confused. Our people are very confused. Because they trust in the shadow of Egypt, their captors. Stand up for them, just like the best watchdog you can have. This is where we're supposed to be at in Psalm 91:1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Not in no shadow of the captors. They ain't for you. They ain't for us. We're supposed to be under the shadow of the Almighty. Mashiach Yahushua going to the Most High on our behalf. But now you want to be under the shadow of the Egyptians, of Egypt. You're going to lose every time. So now, going back to Deuteronomy 17, how we cleared that up. I hope. Better be looking to be under the shadow of the Almighty. Now, Deuteronomy 17:17. Concerning who we put over us. It says, neither shall he multiply wives to himself, that his heart turn not away. Now, I got to deal with this because you have people that say, see, you're a king, you're supposed to have more than one wife. But what is he saying? Neither shall he multiply wives to himself, that his heart turn not away. See? What is he talking about? Let's go to Deuteronomy 7:3. Most High took down 7 Hamite nations. We can go there. Go to verse 1. We start at 1 so you know. Why the Most High said, why he's saying what he's saying, that your heart turn not away. See, people have missed that. They'll just read what satisfies them in seeing it says, neither shall he multiply wives to himself, Deuteronomy 17:17, that his heart, which is your mind, turn not away. Right? So let's go to Deuteronomy, the law. Go to Deuteronomy 7:1. It says, when the Most High thy power shall bring thee into the land whither thou goest to possess it, and have cast out many nations before thee, the Hittites, and the Girgashites, and the Amorites, and the Canaanites, and the Perizzites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites, 7 nations greater and mightier than thou. And with the Most High thy power shall deliver them before thee. Thou shalt smite them. That means the Most High tells us to kill them and utterly destroy them. Thou shalt make no covenant, no agreement, no contract with them, nor show mercy unto them. Neither shalt thou make marriages. This is key right here. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. These are the nations. Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter thou shalt not take unto thy son. That's what you see in these kings. He telling the king, you cannot take these other nations to wife. Listen what it said. Why? For they will turn away thy son from following me, that they may serve other gods. Remember, all the gods of the nations are what? idols. Psalm 96 and 5. This is why the Most High said we're not supposed to get with these other nations, if you're an Israelite, because they will, but for they will turn away thy son from following me, that they may serve other gods. So will the anger of the Most High be kindled against you and destroy thee suddenly. It wasn't the fact of the king that was of our nation that we put over us couldn't have multiple wives. It was the fact of him not having wives of the other nations, as we're reading here. Just a moment.